guys, so welcome to part 4 of my Pokemon opinion series, and today we're going to be looking at Gen 4 Pokemon and all my opinions on them. Gen 4 was my first Pokemon generation. I started with Pokemon Pearl. So let's get started. Turtwig. Turtwig is very cool and very cute, and I really like Turtwig a lot. It's very simple design, but very cool and effective. Grottle. I quite like Grottle. It's kind of cool. Torterra. Torterra is really fun to use in a playthrough. It's also very, very cool. It looks very menacing, but at the same time, just looks badass and awesome. Love its design. Paul's Torterra in the anime was amazing. I think we've only seen it lose once. I only wish that Ash's Torterra had been stronger, because aside from Team Rocket, ever since it evolved from Grottle, it was losing every single battle. It's so disappointing. I love Infernape, but I think because of Infernape's importance in the story, Torterra was kind of shafted a bit to the side. But hopefully in the future we'll see more of Ash's Torterra. That would be awesome. Chimchar. Chimchar is adorable. I absolutely love Chimchar so much. I love drawing it. I love playing Pokemon with it. Most of the Mystery Dungeon games where Chimchar's available in, I usually try and pick Chimchar as the character I play as. And it's awesome. I just love Chimchar. It's adorable. Monferno was pretty cool. Really like Monferno. In fact, I like the whole Chimchar line because of Ash's Infernape. It's really made me love it a lot. I love how Monferno is kind of still looks a bit like Chimchar, but it's getting more and more like Infernape with that blue stripe thing around its eyes. That is pretty cool. I mean, it's probably my least favourite out of the Chimchar line, but I still love it. And Infernape. Now, some of you guys probably knew this was coming, what I'm going to say, but Infernape is my favourite Pokemon. No question. I love Infernape so much because it's so cool, so badass. It's just, I just love it. It's so fun to use in playthroughs. I think what really sparked my love for it was, as I said before, I loved Ash's Infernape in the anime, and I think Ash's Infernape made me love it even more, and then it eventually became my favourite. It's just so awesome. Ash's Infernape is such a cinnamon roll as well. It's just so, I just love its bond with Ash. It's just so sweet, and just I know it wasn't that good in Journeys, but when it returned in Journeys, it was just, they had this sweet reunion. It was just awesome. I missed it so much. I was just so excited. I mean, probably remember this, but when I heard it, I was like, right, I've seen some screenshots of it returning. I've got to do fan art. It's got to happen. I also really love drawing it. I really love drawing Infernape, but it's just so fun to draw. Yeah, I guess you could kind of call it a bit of an obsession. Yeah, I'm a bit too obsessed with Ash's Infernape. Just a little. Yes. Yeah, I think why I loved Infernape's story so much in the anime was it was kind of an underdog story. It was like the underdog and sad and not making much progress. And then it became one of Ash's strongest Pokemon. I love those kind of stories, the underdog story, where the character starts off really low, very rubbish, doesn't seem like they're going to amount to much, and they become incredibly amazing. in what they do, and it's so awesome to see. I mean, when Infernape activated that blaze in the Sinnoh League, it was just, oh, it was incredible. Like, like if you just watch that episode like randomly, you couldn't really appreciate why that was so significant. Um, but if you have all the context between its past and everything, and what it's been through to get to the level it's at, then you can it's just so touching when you watch that episode. I mean, even Team Rocket love Ash's Infernape. I just...
Infernape will show him a thing or two.
Woo-woo! Infernape, good for you!
Just because it's all on Infernape's shoulders doesn't make me nervous.
Infernape, show that bucket of volts who's the boss!
And hand that hunk of loaf!
Man, this looks bad.
It can't be.
Come on, Infernape, show us some of that fighting spirit.
You've never thrown in the towel with anything you've ever done, so don't start throwing it now! Buffet!
Infernape's up, so are we.
A happier team you'll never see! Help that twerk make the bad guy drool and slurp!
But moving away from Ash's Infernape for a minute, I love Infernape in general though. I just love its design. It's just so cool. It's just so amazing. It's just like it's ready to fight whatever the occasion. It's so cool. I love it. It's just amazing playing with it. I mean, yeah, I probably don't pick very good-natured ones. Not intentionally don't pick very good-natured ones, but I still have a heck of a lot of fun playing with it. It's amazing. Anyway, you're probably getting sick of me rattling on about Infernape and how amazing it is. But I'll definitely be looking out to see if Ash's Infernape makes another appearance, or Infernape in general makes another appearance in the anime, because I love it so much. Okay, Piplup. Piplup is very cute. I like Piplup. Now, surprisingly, and you guys are probably not expecting this because of how much I rattled on about Infernape and Chimchar and stuff, but Piplup was actually the Pokemon I started with when I played Pokemon Pearl. Yes, really. I mean, I kind of like Chimchar, but I thought, oh, Piplup looks cuter. Obviously, the Infernape line is my favourite out of them all now, but I still love Piplup. Piplup is really cute. Yeah, you gotta love penguins. I just love its colour scheme and its rounded head and its little body, and it's just cute. Prinplup. A lot of people say Prinplup's ugly. I'm not so keen on Prinplup. I don't hate it. It's just there. It's alright. I can live with it. Empoleon. Empoleon is pretty cool. I know it's based off an emperor penguin. Piplup was the first Pokemon I ever used, but Empoleon was the first final evolution of a starter Pokemon I ever used, and I had a lot of fun using. I think Water and Steel is like a unique typing, so it was a lot of fun playing around with Empoleon's moves and getting it to and using it, because it had very, very good type coverage. You can use Drill Peck, you can use Metal Claw, you can use Hydro Pump, all kinds of moves. Starly. Starly's pretty cute. I do wonder whether Starly is based off this bird that I saw once called a ringed plover, because it's got like kind of similar markings around its eyes and stuff. Just kind of like when I was on holiday once, I kind of saw a ringed plover. Well, it said on one of the signs that there was a ringed plover in there, and I looked at it and I was like, is that like, it looks so like Starly or Staravia. Might just be me. But yeah, Starly is very cool and very cute. I love it. It was the first bird Pokemon I used ever. I have very fond memories of using it. Yeah, Staravia is kind of cool. Kind of weird looking, but kind of cool. Yeah, I like Staravia. Staraptor is really cool. And that was the first fully evolved bird Pokemon I used, having used Starly and evolved it all the way to Staraptor. I just love how it has a bit of dyed hair. It's trying to look cool and edgy. Staraptor! It could be like in a band or something. No, but it looks so badass. It looks so cool. It's so useful that it learns close combat because against rock types and stuff. That is so useful to have that type coverage. That's one thing I found when I was playing with it anyway. Bidoof. Touch the Bidoof. Okay, for those of you who don't know what I'm referencing, I was watching Jaden Animation's animation about Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, and there's a line in the game that she referenced, touch the Bidoof. It's like part of the tutorials part of it, and it's quite funny. It was quite funny. The whole video is quite funny and entertaining. I would check it out if I was you. She makes amazing animations. She's just incredible. But yeah, Bidoof is quite cute. Kind of like it. Though it's just a Bidoof, really. B-Barrel. B-Barrel's alright, I guess. It's good for HMs. Yes, it's okay. The only reason I've actually had a B-Barrel on my team was for HMs, and that was it. Yeah. I don't think I'd use it otherwise. Maybe it's better than I think it is. Maybe I should actually seriously try using one. But I don't know. Cricketart. Cricketart's quite cute. Yeah. Cricketune. I just love his cry. Yeah, Cricketune is kind of cool in design. Yeah. Shinx. Ah, yes. Shinx is adorable. I just love Shinx. I think it was the first electric type I ever used on my team. And I had a lot of fun using it, evolving it all the way to a Luxray. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just adorable. I just love its design. It's got these cute big yellow eyes, little smile, so cute. Luxio. Luxio is really cool. Really love Luxio. I think I kind of like Luxio's design more than Luxray's, but I still like Luxray's design. Luxio, I just love Luxio. It looks cool, but looks adorable at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah, I like Luxio. Yeah, Luxray. I love Luxray as well. It looks so menacing and so cool at the same time. And again, as I said, it's very fun to use. I also must say that the shinies for this line are awesome. The shinies are a nice golden colour, and it makes them look more like electric types, I think. I love their regular colourings, but their shinies are awesome as well. They kind of look more like lion-y and wildcat-y, like that. So yeah, I just love that line. It's sometimes really tempting not to use them in Sinnoh, because I've used them before. But like, they're so like handy to get. Like, you get them really early on in the game, and it's just a lot of fun to use. Badoo. Badoo is very cute. I do like Badoo. Roserade. Roserade is really beautiful. I love Roserade. It's also very fun to use. I've used a Roserade before on my team, and I'm currently doing a run through of Diamond, and I've got a Roserade on my team. Cranidos. Cranidos is kind of cool looking. I like Cranidos. Rampardos is pretty cool. I like Cranidos more, but Rampardos is really awesome. But it doesn't learn rock type moves until like higher levels, which is kind of annoying. But I do like Rampardos. I'm using one on my run through that I'm doing at the moment of Diamond. And it's kind of fun to use though. Being pure rock type, it has a lot of weaknesses, which has been kind of annoying, and it's kind of slow, but aside from that, I love using it. Shieldon. Shieldon is very cute. I really like it. Bastiodon. Bastiodon is kind of scary and derpy looking, but I don't mind it. It's okay. And I'm currently using a Bastiodon in my Platinum run through I'm doing at the moment as well. At the moment I've got it paused at Giratina. I'm trying to shiny hunt it because I like Giratina shiny, and it would just be nice to have one. Burmy. Burmy is kind of cute and weird looking, but I still really like it. All the Wormadams. I like Wormadams. I'd say the Plant Cloak was my favourite out of all of them in terms of its design. Obviously the Bug Steel typing of the Trash Cloak is probably better, but in terms of the design, I do like the Plant Cloak more. Not my favourite Pokemon, but kind of like those three in a weird way. Moffin. Moffin's got a nice design. I mean, I like Wormadam more, but Moffin's design is really cool as well. Combee. Combee is kind of a cool concept. Not my favourite Pokemon, but it's kind of cool. It kind of makes sense that only the females evolve, though the gender ratio is kind of annoying. But I can kind of understand why they did that with how bees work in the real world. But yeah, Vespiquen. Vespiquen is pretty cool. I do like Vespiquen. She looks very menacing, but very cool at the same time. I've never actually used a Vespiquen on a playthrough, but I'd love to use her at one point. That would be cool. Pachirisu. Pachirisu is really cute. Buizel. Buizel is really cool looking. I probably like Buizel more because of Ash's Buizel. Floatzel. Floatzel's alright. Kind of cool. I like Buizel a bit more, but Floatzel's still pretty cool. I've never actually used a Floatzel on a playthrough, but I might at some point. Might make me like it more. Cherubi is really cute. I love it. It's a pink cherry. What's not to love? Okay, it's very weak, but I still love it. Cherum is like its open form for me is better than its other form, which is just closed off. It's just weird to me. Its other form, not my taste. Shellos is really cute. I like its pink form more than its blue form. Gastrodon. Gastrodon is kind of derpy but cool. I'm using a Gastrodon at the moment in my Diamond playthrough, and it's a lot of fun to use. I kind of forgot that it doesn't gain the ground typing until it evolves into a Gastrodon, and I put it against like electric types, thinking it would be fine as a Shellos, and yeah, things didn't turn out great. I either had to switch or I had to send in another Pokemon and revive it so it could get experience. It wasn't good. But yes, I like Gastrodon. Ambipom. Yeah, I like Ambipom. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but I do think Ambipom's kind of cool. I probably like Ambipom a bit more than other people do because of the anime. But that's just me. I just wish Dawn could have kept Ambipom on her team a bit longer. That would have been cool. I just feel that it wasn't on the show long enough. I mean, it was literally caught by Ash at the the end of Battle Frontier, went to Sinnoh, then traded for Dweezil, stayed with Dawn for a little bit, and then went off to do ping pong. I need to see more of it, in my opinion. But yeah, it can't be helped, can it, really? That's what the writers decided to do, so. Drifloon. Drifloon is really cute. I love it. I like it shiny too. It's a nice yellowy colour with blue bits on. I like that. Drifblim. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I wouldn't have thought, like, if I just looked at it in an image and just saw it there, along with Drifloon, I wouldn't have thought they were ghost types. But I do kind of still like it. Buneary. Yeah, Buneary is really cute. I probably like it more because of Dawn's Buneary in the anime. Yeah, it's very cute. And I recently caught a male shiny Buneary in Diamond. It's the first shiny I've ever gotten in the Gen 4 game, so I was just so happy with that. Lopunny, it's okay. It's a bit, I don't know. I think they could have done something different with Buneary's evolution, but I accept it. But it's alright. It's just a bit. I don't know how to put it. I don't think it's really suitable for, like. I just think it's a bit. It's supposed to be based on the Playboy Bunny, which isn't very kid friendly. And Pokemon's a kid's game. Yeah, but Miss Magius. I like Miss Magius. It's kind of like a cat witch thing. And that's just super cool to me. Halloween, I used to dress up as a witch when I was a kid, and it was so cool. I just loved it. I just love the pinks and purples in its design. It looks really pretty, but scary at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah, I really like Miss Magius. I think I might have used one once, I can't remember. Honchkrow. Yeah, I really like Honchkrow. I don't know why, I just really like Honchkrow. It's really cool, and it looks like it's like a boss. It's so cool. And I'm not, and it totally makes sense why Cyrus would have that on his team. It seems like the kind of Pokemon Team Galactic Leader would have. I just love its hat to make it look like it's cool. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of cool. I probably like it more because of Paul's Honchkrow in the anime. I've used a Honchkrow on my team before, and it was a lot of fun to use. I enjoyed using it. One thing I will say about Honchkrow is, like, I don't know whether any of you guys remember Pokemon Battle Revolution, and Honchkrow had this really funny animation where, like, when it fainted, it went oh, and then it moved its hat like downward, like it was like, gentlemen, ladies, and then it just died.
Down and out.
It was really weird. It was so funny. Yeah. Whoa. That was hilarious for me. I loved it. Yeah. But, those games were so cool because you could connect your DS games up to it, and you could use your DS team. That was so cool. I love that. So yeah, Honchkrow is awesome. There was this kind of juice we used to drink as kids that like had a crow on it. I can't remember what it was called, but Honchkrow kind of reminds me of that, as well as Murkrow. I don't know what it was. If I remember, I'll put it up here. But yeah, Honchkrow's awesome. Glameow. Glameow's kind of cute. Not my favourite Pokemon, but it's okay. Perugly. It's supposed to be ugly. It's okay. I don't like it that much. It's okay. One thing that does put me off Perugly is Mars, one of the galactic commanders in the Sinnoh games. She has a Perugly right in the Valley Windworks section, and your Pokemon's not very high leveled at that point, and it's so hard to battle, and it's kind of annoying. I had to redo that section many a time because of that irritating Perugly. I finally beat it, but it's annoying. It's fully evolved at that stage, and not many Pokemon are fully evolved when you're at that part of the game. Chingling is Chingling's cute. That's all I can say about it really. It's probably a Pokemon I forget about a lot actually. Stunky's okay. Not really one of my faves. It's okay. Stuntank. Yeah, I don't. It's okay. It doesn't help it that when it has its cry, it sounds like it's breaking wind. Yeah, that doesn't help it at all, in my opinion. I've never used one. Maybe it'll be fun to try and use one, but I won't be able to take it seriously when it gets sent out and it makes that cry. It's just, oh god. I mean, I don't mind its design. It's kind of cool looking, but it's not my taste. Bronzor. Bronzor is kind of weird looking. It's okay, but not really my taste. I recently caught a shiny one, which was pretty cool. But yeah, Bronzor's just... I'm not that keen on Bronzor. I don't hate it, but I'm just not that keen on it. Bronzong, even more weird than Bronzor. Not really my type of Pokemon. It's just... I think it's supposed to be based off a bell, and it doesn't really look like a bell to me. It just looks like it's got two eyes like that and a face like that. It's just kind of weird to me. Bonsly. Bonsly is really cute. I do like Bonsly. Mime Jr. I actually like Mime Jr. And I don't like Mr. Mime. Mime Jr. is really cute. Happiny. Happini's pretty cute. Probably like it more because of Brock's. Chatot. Chatot's gimmick is pretty cool. In Gen 4 you could like use it to move Chatter to make it say anything. I bet a lot of people came up with some very rude things for it to say. I wasn't one of them, because I didn't use one, because it's not very good. But yeah, it's a cool design. It's got like a musical note on its head, and that is pretty cool to me. It's like the little ruff around its neck as well. That's very cool. I do like it. I do like its shiny. Its shiny is really cool. Spirit Tomb. Well, I really like Spirit Tomb. I liked it more before it had weaknesses. It was more awesome. But I like Spirit Tomb because it's very unique in appearance and intimidating, but really, really cool at the same time. It is annoying to get in the Sinnoh games, but I do still really like it. I do really like its shiny as well. I might try using Spirit Tomb in a playthrough at some point. That would be a lot of fun. Gibble. I probably like Gibble more because of Ash's Gibble. But Gibble is kind of cool and kind of cute at the same time. Gabite. Gabite is quite cool as well. I like Gabite. Garchomp. Garchomp is really cool. I've got a Gabite on my team at the moment and I'm planning to evolve it into a Garchomp. I love Garchomp's design. It's just like so badass, and I love that star thing on its head and how its arms are like got all this scythe things coming off them, and its ferocious expression. It just looks so cool. The only complaint I have about Garchomp is that its shiny is just... it's not very good. Because while Gibble and Gabite's shinies are different from how they normally look. Garchomp is just very slightly different, and you can barely see the difference. I caught a few shiny Gibbles at some point, and I evolved some of them into Gabite, but I'm not evolving them into Garchomp. I've got a Garchomp already on the decks, but I'm not evolving the shinies. Also, Garchomp reminds me of Cynthia, and Cynthia is just awesome, and she's like one of my favourite Pokemon characters. Many of you know that I've cosplayed as her before, and it was awesome. It was a great experience. I just love her. I mean, her Garchomp is an absolute nightmare to take down in the games. Seems to be the case in the anime as well. But yes, Garchomp is awesome. Munchlax. Munchlax is kind of derpy, but kind of cool and cute at the same time. I really like Munchlax. Riolu. Riolu is really cute. I just love it. I love its colour scheme, and you can kind of tell it's a baby Pokemon and it's just learning. Makes it more cute. Lucario is just amazing. I just love Lucario. It is just super cool and badass. I mean, who doesn't love Lucario? I mean, come on. One thing you probably don't know about me is that I used to be really obsessed with Egyptian mythology, as well as ancient Egypt in general, and I just love the fact that Lucario is based off Anubis, the god of the dead, who like had the head of a jackal. One thing I love about Pokemon is like the thought gone into the like the designs of some of the Pokemon. Some of the origins but behind the designs are just like so cool. I don't know everything about all of the design choices that the creators made, but some of the choices were just, and some of the thought behind some of the Pokemon were just absolutely amazing. And Lucario is one of them. And I just love how it has spikes coming out of its hands. My only gripe with Lucario is that it's more obvious that it's a fighting type than it's a steel type. You can't really tell it's a steel type. But, you know, that doesn't matter. It's badass. It's just, you look at it and it's just awesome. I'm also absolutely thrilled that Ash has a Lucario now. That is just, I was very excited when I heard that he had a Riolu, and I was like, he's going to evolve it. I know he's going to evolve it. Yeah, but then there was part of me thinking, he doesn't evolve all his Pokemon. So that might happen. But when he evolved it, I was like, yes, Lucario. I mean, it doesn't make sense that he didn't get one earlier, actually, because of his ability to use Aura. I mean, it would have made sense if he'd caught one in Sinnoh, or Riley had given him an egg or something, but they don't really follow the plot of the games, like, completely, so... But yes, Lucario is awesome. Hippopotas. Hippopotas is really cool. I do like Hippopotas. It's a bit of a tongue twister saying that. Hippopotas, Hippopotas. Spit going everywhere. Hippopotas. She sells seashells. It's like that kind of thing. Yeah. Now I really like Hippopotas's design. You can kind of, by looking at it, you can kind of tell that it's a ground type. It's also kind of cute as well. Hippowdon. I'm sure people used to call this Pokemon Hippowdon. I'm sure I did at one point. Hippowdon. I'm never going to get the pronunciation right. Anyway, it's okay. I don't know. It's okay. It's not one of my favourite Pokemon. I don't really like its design that much, though I do think the gender differences are cool. Yeah, I don't like its design all that much, though I can appreciate it. It's alright. It's not to my taste, but it's okay. Skorupi. Skorupi's kind of cute. I do like it. Not my favourite Pokemon, but I do like it. Drapion, because menacing and intimidating. But I do kind of like it as well. Not as much as Skorupi, but I do like it. I mean, I might use a Drapion at one point, just to see what it's like to use. I'm open to using any new Pokemon, really. The only thing I have about Drapion is it's on Aaron's team, and when it evolves from Skorupi, it loses its bug typing, and Aaron's a bug type specialist, so it kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, on one hand, it's good he has fully evolved Pokemon, but on the other hand, you'd want them to be, you want them to try and meet the typing, but no, they don't. That's the problem with some other Elite Four members as well. But yeah, like Bruno having an Onyx first round rather than having other fighting types, having another fighting type to replace it. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if he was a multi-type specialist, that would kind of make sense, but Krogunk. Krogunk is kind of weird looking, not gonna lie. I don't mind Krogunk because I kind of like Brock's Krogunk with how funny it is in the anime and how much of a badass it is, but I do think it looks kind of creepy. Toxicroak. I like it a little bit more than Krogunk, but I still think it looks really, really creepy. I mean, it's kind of cool, but not in my taste. Carnivine. I probably like Carnivine more than I would otherwise because of James's Carnivine and how funny it is. Carnivine's kind of cool. It is one of those Pokemon that if James's Carnivine wasn't in the anime, I'd probably forget about it because it's really hard to find in the Sinnoh games. Yeah, I do really like it. It's I mean, what would be? I think it should have the ghost typing as well because I mean, it has levitate, and also it's kind of, I don't know. There's something about me. There's something about it that makes me think it could have the ghost typing, but it's just plain grass typing. It's just pure grass typing. But I still really like it. It's really cool. Finneon. Finneon is kind of cute. I do kind of like it. Luminion is very pretty, very beautiful. Do like Finneon a little bit more. I don't really understand why its fins are like quite butterfly-like and how they stand out, but maybe there's a reason for that, like it being based on something that had those kind of fin things. I do still really like it though. Mantike. Mantike is really cute. I really like Mantike. It's adorable. Snover. Snover's alright. I do like Snover. It looks kind of cool. It's kind of cute as well. I like it a bit more than Abomasnow, but I don't dislike Abomasnow. Yeah, I like Snover. Snover. Abomasnow. Abomasnow is Abomasnow is quite scary looking, but kind of cool. Excuse the pun. Like I said, I do like Snover more, but Abomasnow's alright. Weavile. Weavile is really cool. I do like Weavile. I have used it on playthroughs before. I think I used one in one of the Sinnoh games, and in Black or White 2, I can't quite remember. I might have used one at one point in the Alola games, but I can't remember. It's very, very cool. It's like a creature of the night. It's gonna take out its enemies with ease. I probably like it more because Paul had one. I know, some of these Pokemon just go back to certain anime characters having them. But I think I think the more you see a Pokemon or a character in general, I think the more you grow to appreciate them. I don't know, that's what I found from my experiences anyway. Magnezone. Magnezone I've used before on more than one playthrough. Magnezone is pretty cool. weird looking but very cool. I have grown to love it over the years. I do like it more than Magneton. I don't know. Magneton is just three Magnemites stuck together. I don't mind it, but that's what it is. But Magnezone is pretty cool. I like it. Licky Licky. Licky Licky's okay. It's alright. Weird looking though. Rhyperior. Rhyperior is pretty cool. It looks like really tough and really strong and kind of scary, but I really like it. Not one of my favourite Pokemon, but I do like Rhyperior. Tangrowth. I do like Tangela more than Tangrowth, but and Tangrowth kind of like looks like a bush with arms on it. But it's okay. I don't mind Tangrowth. Electivire. Electivire is super cool in appearance. I only wish it was stronger. I probably like it more because of Paul's in the anime. It's just so badass. I like how they've used the same kind of pattern they used on Electabuzz all over. Black patterns all over its body. That was really cool. I'm glad they stuck with that. It just looks so menacing and threatening, but like awesome at the same time. I've used an Electivire before, and it was quite fun. Magmortar. Yes, Magmortar is... A lot of people think Magmortar looks incredibly weird, and yeah, it does look incredibly weird, but I do really like Magmortar as well. So I've used it one before, and I think using a Pokemon before definitely helps you decide whether you like it or not. I like Magmortar. Kind of cool, kind of weird, but in a good way. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean, but yeah. I like Magmortar. And also, I probably like it more because Paul has one. Okay, I need to stop using Paul as an excuse for liking things. I do genuinely like it. It is pretty cool. Togekiss. I love Togekiss. I like Togekiss. I really, really like Togekiss. It's so pretty, and it's so majestic, and I love Togekiss. I also like how they transferred the patterns from Togepi and Togetic and put them on Togekiss. I just love that consistency. It just looks so beautiful. I just love it, and I've used it, and it's super strong as well. I've used it on playthroughs before, and it's so good. Good when it has Serene Grace. But yes, I love Togekiss. It's beautiful. Its ability Serene Grace makes it an absolute beast. I also love the fact they've added the fairy type to it as well. Now, I need to use it in newer games so I can try out that fairy typing. That'd be cool. Yanmega. I kinda like Yanmega. It's not my favourite Pokemon. I probably like it more because of Jessie's Yanmega in the anime. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, Leafeon. Leafeon is absolutely adorable. I love Leafeon. It's just so pretty. I love how they've incorporated the grass type into its design, making like its ears leaves and its tail a leaf, and they've got little leaves coming off it. Oh, it's just so cute. It's one of my favourite evolutions. I just love it. So cute. I also love its big brown eyes. They just make it look even cuter. Glaceon. Oh, I love Glaceon as well. Glaceon is also one of my favourite evolutions. I'll tell you what my favourite evolution is in a later video. But Glaceon is certainly one of my favourite evolutions. It's so beautiful. I just love how adorable it looks. It's just... I like all the diamond shapes on Glaceon's body. So yeah, I love both Leafeon and Glaceon equally. It's kind of hard if you have to pick between them as to which one's cuter. So yeah, Gliscor. I love Gliscor. Gliscor is so cool. I just love Gliscor. My love for Gliscor probably increased because of seeing Ash's Gliscor in the anime. Like, it's just so sweet. It's always got its tongue sticking out, and it's just so adorable. And like, contrary to what you'd think with its appearance, it's one of the sweetest Pokemon that Ash owns. I mean, he has a lot of nice and sweet and adorable Pokemon. But Gliscor is just, Gliscor is such an awesome Pokemon. But Gliscor, in terms of its appearance, I just love how it looks so fearsome and yet so cool. And Gliscor is really, really fun to use. If you haven't used one before, you need to use a Gliscor. It's awesome. It's got so much type coverage, and it's just like, it's so good. I tell you what, if you have a Gliscor with Poison Heal and you give it Poison Orb, that is just, that's really a good combo to use. Because if you don't know, each turn that goes by, once it's poisoned, it keeps healing up. It doesn't get damaged by poison, it just heals from poison, as the name of the ability suggests. I've had a Gliscor with that ability before, and that is just, it's such a good ability. It's awesome. Also, if you give it the move Facade, that'll help even more. But yeah, no, I love Gliscor. I would recommend Gliscor to anybody. Mamoswine. Mamoswine. I love Mamoswine. Probably because I've used one, and it was fun to use. I've used one in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and the Sinnoh games, and it was an awesome experience. I probably also like it because of Dawn's Mamoswine, which is absolutely awesome. I just love how cool it looks, and it's just, like I said, it's so much fun to use. Yeah, I really like Mamoswine. Porygon Z. Porygon Z. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Porygon Z. There. Okay, Porygon Z. I really like Porygon Z. It's kind of weird looking with its head disconnected from its body, but I still love its colour scheme. It's just such a beautiful bright pink colour, and the pink has a nice contrast with the rest of the blue parts on its body, and then that eye just stands out perfectly. It's so cool. Its shiny's kind of cool as well. I mean, I prefer its regular form to its shiny, but its shiny is pretty cool. I have a shiny Porygon Z. I have a few shiny Porygon Z's, and I really love them. But yeah, Porygon Z, very awesome Pokemon. I haven't used it in battle, but at some point when I run through Platinum again, I'm going to try using one, because you get a gift Porygon in Veilstone City, I believe, and I think you can find the items to evolve it around Sinnoh. So yeah. Glade. Oh, I love Glade. Glade is awesome. I prefer Glade to Gardevoir personally, because I think it looks cooler and it's so much fun to use. I've used it in Platinum and I've used it in Auras, and it was awesome. It's just so cool. I can't explain why I love it so much, but I just love Glade. Its shiny's a nice blue colour as well, which looks really good on it. Probopass. Probopass is very weird in my opinion. I don't dislike it. It's just, I think it's what you'd call an acquired taste. It's kind of, its beard thing underneath it, which is supposed to be metal filings, looks kind of odd. But I don't hate it. Dusk Noir. And Dusk Noir is pretty cool. It's scary, but it's supposed to be. But I like it. I haven't used one before, but I might use one in the future. Yeah. Frostlass. Oh, I love Frostlass. I've used Frostlass a few times. Once was in Platinum and once in the Alola games and probably in another game as well. I can't remember where else I used it. To me, Frostlass looks really beautiful. Kind of intimidating because it's supposed to be a ghost, but I really love Frostlass. It's really nice design. Its ability Snow Cloak can be kind of annoying when you're facing it in battle, because of how it affects evasiveness. And the worst thing in battle is not being able to hit your opponent. It's just so annoying. But yes, I love Frostlass. I do think it's weird how they gave Paul the Frostlass. I don't know. I don't see Paul as the kind of guy that would use a Frostlass. But it is how it is, I suppose. Rotom. I'll call it Rotom. Rotom. Rotom is very cute. I do like its initial design. I think the idea of having it in different appliances is very creative. Though I'm really not that bothered about Rotom that much. It's I don't know. It's not a Pokemon I'd be like, yay, I want this on my team straight away. Not like Glade or Infernape. But I don't dislike it. One thing that did put me off it was the Rotom in the Alola games that kept talking to you all the time. I don't mind it. It just when you're an experienced Pokemon player and you know what you're doing and you want to go through the game just doing what you do, no reminders or anything. It's good for beginner players. When you've got the Rotom Pokedex, it kind of talks a bit unnecessarily and it doesn't really need to, and there isn't an option to turn it off, so yeah. Though I have to say it is good if you want bonuses in battle or you want more prize money or other things. It's good for that. Apart from that, it's kind of annoying. But yeah. But yeah, I don't dislike it, I don't love it, it's okay. Okay, the Lake Guardian trio. Uxie, start with Uxie. Uxie is kind of cute, Mesprit is very pretty and kind of cute, and Azelf, yeah, I really like Azelf as well. Azelf's quite cute as well. That's all I can say about them really. Dialga. Dialga is really cool. I really like Dialga. It's a lot of fun to use. You can tell it's a steel type with all of the steel spikes coming off its body, around its chest and on its head, and its legs. It's just awesome. I like Dialga. Palkia. I probably have more fondness for Palkia and nostalgia for Palkia than I do Dialga, because, as I said before, my first game was Pearl, and Palkia was the first, major legendary that I caught, and I used it a bit on my team, and it was a lot of fun to use. This was before I knew, more about Pokemon, about how using stat raising moves can be really beneficial. But it was still excellent to use. I was kind of a bit overpowered with Palkia, but it didn't mean we didn't struggle against Cynthia. Yeah, that battle's always a struggle. No matter how much I love Cynthia, she's hard to beat. But yeah, Palkia is just awesome. I love Palkia so much, I even bought a figure of Palkia a long time ago, and I still have it. And it currently sits with all of the flea market figures that I bought quite recently. It's like protecting them, I like to say. I like to say it's like the guardian of my figures. It's making sure they don't get up to anything naughty, and don't do any, and don't get hurt or anything. It's like their guardian angel. Yeah. Or guardian dragon, I'd like to say. The only thing I have about Palkia is you can't really tell that it's a water type. You can tell it's a dragon type because it looks very dragony. But yeah, no, I love Palkia. It's really cool. Heatran. Heatran is alright. It's kind of cool looking, but kind of weird looking. But it's okay. Regigigas is kind of weirdly designed, not gonna lie, but I don't dislike it. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of annoying how it has slow start as its ability. That limits a lot of things. It causes a lot of problems for players who just want to try and get through sections as quickly as they can, and Regigigas is just so... if it didn't have its ability, it would be amazing. Yeah, slow start, for you guys who don't know what that does. It causes a Pokemon's attack and speed stat to be halved for like the first 5 turns in battle, and generally by that point you're probably nearing the end of the battle, or just near KOing the Pokemon, depending on how stally the Pokemon is. So yeah, that's not good. But I don't mind Regigigas. It's okay. Giratina. Giratina is pretty cool. Both its altered and origin forms are really, really cool. I really like them. The shinies are really cool as well. As I said before, I'm trying to shiny hunt for shiny Giratina at the moment. But yeah, that's not going too well at the moment, because the shiny odds are pretty... They hadn't been altered at that point, and you don't get the shiny charm. Well, you wouldn't get it until after the main game anyway, but you don't get the shiny charm in Gen 4 anyway. As I say, they're both very, very cool, origin and altered form. I just love them. But yeah, you know, hopefully I'll get there. If I do, I'll post something about managing to get shiny Giratina. I'm definitely master balling it though. I'm not brave enough to catch it without a master ball. If it was regular Giratina, then maybe, but if it's the shiny form, I don't like taking risks. I'm very cautious in nature. I like to be careful. Cresselia. Cresselia, in my opinion, is very beautiful and looks very graceful. I just love its colour scheme. It's just such an interesting Pokemon. Fiona is quite cute. Fiona? Yeah. Fiona is very cute. Very simple design, but very cute. Manaphy is very similar to Fiona in design. I kind of like Manaphy's design a bit more, but that's just me. To be quite honest, I do kind of forget sometimes that Fiona exists. So yeah, but yeah, Manaphy is really adorable. I like Manaphy. Darkrai. Darkrai is intimidating looking, scary looking. But I do kind of like it. I mean, Tobias's Darkrai did make me not like it as much, because it's kind of ridiculous how he had a Darkrai when, you know, no one's prepared to deal with a Darkrai if they've, yeah. Yeah. No, Darkrai is pretty cool. Shaman. I love Shaman's Sky form and its land form. Shaman land form is absolutely adorable. It's like a little green hedgehog, and hedgehogs are cute. I mean, prickly, but cute. But yes. And Sky form is really cool, but also really cute at the same time. So yeah. Only wish that Shaman was easier to obtain. That's the only thing about Shaman. And Arceus. Arceus. Some of you will get that reference, the Arceus reference. Yes, Arceus is pretty cool. I can't say it's not cool because it's the god of Pokemon. Bad about that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's all I can really say about it, really. It's pretty cool. So that's it for Gen 4 Pokemon. Our next video will be Gen 5 Pokemon, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!